Hey Jeff, it's so nice to see you here in Melbourne. I hope you have settled down after moving from Singapore. How's life? Are you still working for Dynamic Inc?
Yes, Nancy. It's been a long time since we last met. I really do love Melbourne. It is fantastic over here. Ah, yes. Dynamic Inc. has just taken over Media Hype, a local agency in Melbourne, in an effort to expand their Australian operations. Hmm, I feel bad that some Media Hype employees were retrenched to make way for Dynamic employees. I guess, on the brighter side, Dynamic Inc. is now a global media agency and I'm here in Melbourne with two of my best workers from China to head up a new digital strategy team for Dynamic Inc.
Oh wow, yes, I've heard a lot about Dynamic Inc. They're in charge of developing and planning media strategies for a range of clients and buying their media exposure on television, print, radio, and online, right?
Yes, that's correct. My 6 years of expertise in Singapore made me the Digital Strategic Director. Sounds like a good role, but it is a tough job though, especially when your team members aren't working well together for this particular project. You see, I've managed to land this new and lucrative client on my first week called Fit Gyms, a chain of over 100 fitness clubs throughout Australia. Everything within the team was going well until.唉, it's okay. I do not want to bother you about my problems.
Come on, Jeff, don't keep it to yourself. Just go ahead and tell me about it. I'm more than happy to hear you out.
Okay, so continuing from where I left off, Bunfit Gyms were impressed with my international credentials, but weren't convinced that I knew the Australian media environment very well. So, they commissioned me to deliver a revised digital strategy in 6 weeks. I quickly updated the team on this good news, and I said, congratulations, guys. Let's get to work now. We've got 1 month to get the strategy mapped out, and the remaining 2 weeks to make corrections and finalize the project. I've decided that everyone will report to me directly to facilitate a much faster working process. Also, there will be a weekly catch up in the boardroom for team members to raise concerns and suggestions for the following week. At the end of it all, we will deliver 3 key ideas. Firstly, a new dummy website ready for market testing, a plan for search engine optimization, and lastly, a new approach to social media.
That's amazing. So, a team of 8 in charge of 3 ideas? They definitely have to be up for the task.
Yes, I hope so. Anjana is the web editor and content strategist, Joe's the search engine optimization strategist, while Mike is the social media manager. All 3 of them were former MediaHype employees and are in charge of the 3 ideas. Yi Chao and Wen are the senior digital strategy consultants who are tasked to analyze data and do market research, working closely and providing this to Anjana, Joe, and Mike. These were the 2 I mentioned earlier, whom I brought along from Dynamic Singapore with me to Melbourne. The junior consultants, Friends, and Amanda are attached to the seniors and do more rudimentary tasks such as data collection and coordination. I've heard they were 2 of the best from Dynamic Sydney. Last but not least, Aliyah is the digital coordinator and administrator, previously from Media Hype. So, this is where it all went downhill. Everything was functioning well within the team during the first week. However, I received 2 complaints about Yi Chao and Wen during the second week. Firstly, Anjana complained to me twice that they always replied, it was fine, whenever she tried to ask her for feedback with the mockups on the new website. And 2 days later, Mike stormed into my office and complained that they didn't seem to be bothered about the project. And they always said, just go with whatever you want. So, I decided to talk to Yi Chao and Wen separately in the pantry. To my surprise, they complained that both junior strategy consultants were incompetent, lacked confidence in performing tasks, and kept interrupting and asking irrelevant questions when they should know what to do. I was so confused as Amanda and Friends were identified as high potential employees from Dynamic Sydney.
Wow, that escalated very quickly. Just a few weeks into the project, and everything is so complicated. What do you do from there?
So, I scheduled a meeting in the boardroom the following day and asked them to bring everything they were working on for the Burnfit project. Everyone was sitting in 3 distinct camps, former Media Hub employees in one, Yi Chao and Wen in the other, and Friends and Amanda. The meeting started with Amanda and Friends talking about how Yi Chao and Wen didn't give proper answers and feedbacks on the background research they have done. They were agitated as they needed feedback to see if they were living up to expectations. All of a sudden, Wen spoke up.
This is ridiculous. Of course you're doing a good job. If both of you weren't, I would have said something, right? I am the senior consultant. Stop bothering me and get on the job.
Besides, we have even used your research for strategic recommendations that we have forwarded to Anjana and Joe. Anjana and Joe would have also said something if the job isn't well done.
So after that, Mike and Anjana went on to say that the web content given to them were vague and there were some big gaps that needed to be addressed. They were discussing how they needed market data before finalizing on aligning the website with their social media profile when friends said,
Sorry, your name is Mike, right? Market data is from our research department. Don't ask the strategist for it. If you want it, ask me, as it is my job to provide support to the senior strategist.
Luckily, I intervened at that moment. If not, it would have resulted in a long-winded argument. I asked Joe and Aliyah if they had anything to add on, and they didn't want to be part of this whole mess. Joe and Aliyah said,
I've got the recommendations and I'm working on the SEO strategy.
Hey, I'm just the admin person. I get the coffee, make the appointments, and go about my own business.
Oh well, seems like there are some immediate action to be taken to resolve the issue. Otherwise, I'm concerned that you would lose that potential clients of yours.
Yeah, I know.
If I were you, Jeff, I would find ways to turn things around and unite the team.
Yes, you're right. I have to come up with a plan.
Anyways, it's late and I've got to go. Thanks for tonight, Jeff. I hope to hear good news the next time I see you.
Yes, I hope so. Thank you for hearing me out, Nancy. See you soon.